Hello and welcome to the 4 biggest reasons why the Dutch cycle almost every day. With 23 million bicycles, they outnumber the 17 million Dutch with more than 1.3 bicycles per Dutch citizen. The Netherlands has the highest number of bicycles in any country per citizen. A stark contrast to the USA, with only about 1/3 of a bike per US citizen. But not only do bicycles outnumber the Dutch citizens, they are also well used for everyday transport, for commuting to work, to friends and family, or local utilities like grocery stores, doctor's visits or schools. Children cycle to school or friends from ages as young as 4 years old. On average, all Dutch persons cycle almost every day. Here are the 4 biggest reasons why all of this is possible. Flat country. The Netherlands literally means lowlands. The highest so-called mountain in the Netherlands is the Vaalserberg, with 322 meters from sea level. The majority of citizens, however, live in the far more flat areas in the west of the Netherlands. These flat lands, for the greater part, have been formed by the ice ages of the last 150,000 years. Because of that, and the resulting lack of any significant inclinations in the landscape, cycling is relatively easy compared to other more hilly countries or countries with real mountains. Social democracy. What has social democracy to do with bicycling, you might ask? Well, without social democracy, it would be very unlikely that the bicycle would still be as popular as it is today. Since the 1950s, the Dutch local governments and city planners used US car-dominated city planning as an example of how modern cities should be developed. Lots of public space was therefore taken over by cars and car infrastructure without any attention for pedestrians, people on bicycles, or the general well-being of city inhabitants. Streets became dangerous for cycling and walking, let alone for playing children. Children playing on these streets were often hit by cars. The Netherlands is a social democratic country. In the 1960s and 70s, a minority of the citizens stood up against the car-dominated urban planning policies and united as Stop the Kindermoord. That translates into English as Stop the Killing of the Children. Stop the Kindermoord will eventually become part of the Fietsersbond, an association of interest for cyclists with strong political influence. One result of all of this was that the Dutch made an important change of the law by writing and implementing a new law that protected the weaker road users. In short, the law from then on stated that when an accident occurs between a stronger road user and a weaker road user, the stronger road user, let's say a car, is liable. Infrastructure. As a result of groups like Stop the Kindermoord and other social movements, the Dutch abandoned the idea of car-only dominated urban spaces and instead focused on more safe city transport infrastructure that protected the weaker road users, incorporating space to play, bicycle and walk. One way the Dutch made this possible was by developing a whole new system of recognizable roads that also separated and protects the weaker road users, like cyclists, from the stronger road users, like cars and heavy trucks. Within this new system of roads, the now world-famous Dutch purple-red bike lanes were also introduced. The Netherlands is a densely inhabited country with lots of small cities and villages. Because of this, distances between homes and work or utilities like grocery shops or hospitals are small and often within a 7-kilometer radius, an ideal distance for traveling by bicycle. Health and well-being. Riding a bicycle requires physical movement, inherently making it a healthy activity, which in turn is good for your well-being. But there's more to it regarding health and well-being. Cyclists actually experience all smells, visual colors and sounds happening around them, without a filter like a car window, making them more acute for their surroundings. Not being cocooned and separated like in a car, cyclists are also more socially engaged with the environment and other road users, improving safety and social well-being. So next time you're in a car, imagine what your commute could look like when you would have been on a bike in a bike-oriented public space. Could your city be changed into a Dutch cycling city? Tell me what your thoughts are, and don't forget to subscribe for more about cycling. This was the 4 biggest reasons why the Dutch cycle almost every day.